So hi guys, so our topic for this video is all about the properties of water and vapor. Here are the unique properties of water. Water is polar. Water, water molecules are polar with partial positive charge on the hydrogens, a partial negative charge on the oxygen, and bent overall structure. This is because oxygen is more electronegative, meaning that it is better than hydrogen at attracting electrons. So next is water is an excellent solvent. Water has a unique ability to dissolve many polar and ionic substances. This is important to all living things because as water travels through a water cycle, it takes many valuable nutrients along with it. Next is water has high heat capacity. It takes a lot of energy to rise the temperature of a certain amount of water by a degree. So water helps with the regulating temperature in the environment. For example, this property allows the temperature of water in the pond to stay relatively constant from a day to night, regardless of the changing atmospheric pressure or temperature. And water has high heat of evaporation. Humans use water's high heat of evaporation to cool off. Water is converted from its liquid form to steam when the heat of evaporation is reached. Since sweat is made mostly of water, the evaporating water absorbs excess body heat, which is released into the atmosphere. This is known as evaporating cooling. Water has cohesive and adhesive properties. Water molecules have strong cohesive forces due to their ability to form hydrogen bond with one another. Cohesive forces are responsible for surface tension, the tendency of a liquid surface to resist rupture when placed under tension or stress. It also has adhesive properties that allow it to stick to substances other than itself. These two properties are essential for fluid transport in many forms of life. For example, they allow nutrients to be transported to the top of a tree against the force of gravity. So next is water is less dense as a solid than as a liquid. As, as water freezes, the molecules form crystalline structure that spaces the molecules further apart than in liquid water. This means that ice is less dense than liquid water, which is why it floats. This property is important as it keeps ponds, lakes, and ocean from freezing solid and allows life to continue to thrive over the icy surface. Common mistakes and misconceptions of water. Water dissolves everything because it is the universal solvent. Yes. Water has the ability to dissolve many substances, but the term universal solvent is misleading. It is able to dissolve other polar molecules and ions such as sugars and salts. However, nonpolar molecules like oils lack partial positive or partial negative charges, so they are not attracted to water molecules. This is why nonpolar substance like oil remains separate when added to water. Properties of vapor. Vapor. It refers to a gas phase at temperature where the same substance can also exist in liquid or solid state. Because critical temperature of the substance, for example, water has a critical temperature of 374 degrees Celsius or 647 Kelvin, which is the highest temperature at which liquid can exist. If vapor is intact with the liquid or solid phase,